right. Welcome to About That Ender.
Thank you.
Lukas Olson.
Yeah. Stoked to be here, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm very stoked to have you here.
I'm very stoked that you invited me.
All right, so everybody, if you don't know this young man here, Lukas Olson, we go way back. He was one of my epic team riders, one of my little Groms when he was a little Grom. Not so Gromish.
Yeah, I was like 12, 13.
You were in between Gromish.
Yeah.
But we are going over your fairly recent part
Yep.
in the Purple Gold video
Yep.
by Jerome and Austin.
Yep.
So if you haven't checked out the episode with Jerome, it's a few episodes ago. We go over the whole video, including your part a little bit. We did save some to hear from you.
Yeah.
But we definitely watched the opening clip a couple times. Now, I just want to dive right into it. I want to go right into this video because this opening clip, like I said in Jerome's episode, is probably one of the greatest opening clips of all time, in my opinion, just because... Well, let's watch it real quick, just so... And approaching a flat bar at night, up the sidewalk, and you just nut it instantly.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you get on, you just fucking full-on nut it. Now... Dude,
That was horrible.
I
man.
mean, okay, so let's go to the scenario here. Okay, you go up, boom. As soon as you lock on,
Yeah.
you stick, you fall forward, you hit your nuts, but it also looked like you kind of hit your feet were kind of on the ground.
Kinda, yeah.
Because if you don't know me, you're pretty tall. How tall are you?
Just 6 foot, I think.
Yeah, you're taller than I am.
Maybe a little taller than
Maybe
that.
a little taller.
Yeah.
But long legs, so his feet were like, barely touching, but still, take me through it.
So, Austin and I had been here. This is a Goodwill rail. It's in Folsom. And we were trying to find a spot for the night. It was just me and Austin. I'm like, dude, let's go to this Goodwill rail. I think Massimo had only heard of someone skating it once, I think. And I had seen it prior. And so I got there. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Am I not ollie up onto the curb or whatever? So Austin made me a little ramp. I remember being so psyched out about it for some weird reason. And out of nowhere, I grabbed my phone. So I was crossing the street every time to, start skating it. And I put on Quiet Riot. It's like, come on, feel the noise. And putting that on my phone. So every try I'd go, I'd start my phone back up and start the beginning of that just to hype myself up and then go and go and go and go. I think I tried it for probably 45 minutes. Racked it on that one, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then Austin, I was like, dude, keep filming if I fall.
Yeah.
Ran back up there and ended up landing it. But for some reason, I wasn't as stoked about it as I
No, okay. So
wanted to be.
let's let it play through. So if people can't see, it's a full size handicap rail that's right next to the sidewalk, and they built a little ramp, so he just rides up the sidewalk, and then ollies on, and it's just a long, mellow, like not very sloped, almost flat handicap rail. And he goes for a feeble on it, and it just racks super hard. Now, quick question before we let it play: the sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's at night.
Yeah.
Okay, spot's lit up. It's at night, fucking fully dark.
Yeah, I know.
And you have sunglasses.
No, yeah. At the time, I didn't want a haircut, or I'm weird about my hair, so I'm always wearing a hat. And at that point in time, with my haircut, I just wore sunglasses to push my hair back. I never, all day, every day. Just wake up, slick my hair back, and just put the sunglasses on. So obviously, when I fell, they slid back down.
We were debating that before you got here. And as soon as I was we were looking at like, what's with the sunglasses, man? And then I saw you throw your hair back and then
slide the glasses.
And I'm like, oh, I bet he's using it.
That's all I did.
But when you fall, the sunglasses come down onto your, so it looks like you were wearing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so let's let it play out. All right, they bring that mic up a little bit closer to your face, right up to your face. Yep, there you go. All right, so right after he racks it, he lays there for a bit. To let you know that it was legit, he fucking racked it. So okay, how full of a rack was it? I mean, because sometimes you can rack and hit
it was just kind of the side. I don't think it was both, but I definitely.
Were you feeling the ball pain?
Oh yeah, totally, and the inside of my thigh.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's stomach pain. So he reluctantly gets up after a few seconds of laying on the ground, skates off into the dark, because just the rails lit up. Did you guys light that? Or is
Yeah.
that just because there's a light
No,
right above
Austin
it?
put a light
Oh, there
up.
is a light,
Yeah,
right?
he
I see,
did.
okay. So there's like one parking lot lamp and one of their lights.
Yeah.
And he goes off into the dark for a second and comes right back, and feeble pop outs the whole thing. Just dink. And when you pop out, you have to pop out because there's like a curb. You can't just drop off. You have to like pop over and out.
Yeah. Well, and for some reason, that rail, every time I put wax on it, I was never grinding.
It's one of those like aluminum looking rails.
Yeah, like galvanized or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, so I kept waxing, and I remember Austin going like, "Dude, why you're waxing it again?"
Well, I think our trucks just grab on that.
Yeah, it grabbed weird, and I think when I racked it, I'm pretty sure I got the kink pin on. I didn't get the right side of the truck, so it just dug right in. And, but no, I was stoked on that.
But
I think
that was a good trick.
I think that night though, I was ultimately wanting to do. At the time, I was doing feeble shove. No, I wasn't doing feeble. I was doing feeble back 180s, and that's what I wanted to do. But doing that took me so long that I just took it.
Well, plus the clip in a hole.
Yeah,
It was like you could have landed a board slide.
Yeah,
And would have been like, fuck.
no, I was stoked because even after that, Austin had messaged Massimo, and it was like, damn, like someone skated that, like only maybe one other person had skated it. He goes, that's great. So I was like, damn, cool. A lot of not.
That's cool.
MBD, I guess you could say.
Well, yeah. I mean, if nobody's skating the
If
rail,
no one's
then
been skating it,
anything you did on it could.
Yeah.
MBD, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was late too. I think it was probably like 2 a.m.
Did that make your ball pain go away?
Oh, of course it did. Adrenaline.
And then we dive into your part. Solid part, by the way. Really good. Lots of good tricks. Lots of good spots.
Yeah, Austin and I kind of wanted to do something a little different. I mean,
Skating a car. He skates a car in a line. And then gets a trick on it, a single trick on it. That's cool. So he does a line. I really like this because it's interesting. It's a spot that I would take somebody to and be like, dude, do something cool here. So it's an interesting piece of architecture because it's right up against a wall. There's these concrete cutouts.
Yep.
I don't know. They're like barely wide enough for you to go through.
Oh no, yeah, I was threading the needle.
And you had to ollie over and through, and then you did 2 of them.
Yep.
Super cool.
Yeah, Austin was stoked on that one.
Super cool. How scary was that?
It wasn't. Well, no, I actually did rack my hands on that stucco a few times.
Yeah.
And actually on that line, I had my board flip backwards because I snapped my tail prior.
Oh shit.
But Austin was like, "Do you know how?"
On that, you were trying to snap your
think
tail?
like with the whole video, Austin always had like an idea for it to be like a little different. So I'm open to any idea, and he goes, "Dude, let's do this." And he wanted to film it differently. I'm like, weird, interesting. I'll take it. So he's like, "Let's do that." And I'm like, "Okay, I did it." And this was all.
And that's the spot he found.
Yeah,
and
no,
brought
this
you
was
to
some school in Natomas. It was like had just been built or something like that. And I remember we went out there and we did like a couple nights there, and I got a couple tricks. I was stoked.
Sick.
Anytime he asked to go back, I wasn't against it.
You guys seem like you guys build a lot of little kicker ramps.
Oh yeah,
Is that you? That wasn't you, was it?
yeah.
Like different.
Yeah, that's the same
different
school.
with the beanie on. Ooh, nose grind pop out on a sea ledge. That's cool. Ooh, a little backsmith. I always loved your backsmiths.
That's my favorite trick.
You always. I feel like you've always done them with your front foot a little bit further forward than most people. So it almost looks like switch esque because you're not really like most people like get into it and
they
then
drop it.
and then bone it.
Yeah.
Where you like land in the bone.
Yeah.
Even on ledges, I remember like an epic. It would just be like. Bah!
It's my favorite trick. I mean, if I could only do one trick for the rest of my life, that's what it'd be.
And he did it down a handrail. Like, boss, bro. A lot of Smiths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up. Now this one, your ender. This is a boss ass fucking trick. So it's like a full size green rail.
Yep.
Again, like not super mellow. So there wasn't much room to like ollie out and onto it. You like had to get onto that fucking that big boy.
Well, that was actually the second time I'd done it.
Come on. That's the second time you had done it?
Yeah, I did it
What
2
happened?
years prior to
Oh,
that.
2 years?
And I couldn't get the footage of it
From
Dylan Brzezinski, another buddy of mine that I was filming with. Yeah, so I told Austin, I was like, dude, I want to go back. I want to do it again because that rail had only been someone did backboard on it or front board on it. It's at I think it's Crestmont Elementary or no, can't remember.
Somewhere around there.
There's a rail. On the opposite side of that. There's a three stair out rail that
everybody's seen that classic flat bar green rail.
And probably 2-3 years prior to that had gone there with Dylan Brzezinski and my buddy Cody Hewitt. And I was like, dude, I want to grind it, blah, blah, blah. And I made some bet with Cody. He's like, I'll give you a new board, or I'll buy you food or something like that. I'm like, all right. And then he just kept telling me, imagine it being a ledge and you don't have to balance on it. And I remember I did it and I rolled away from it. But I was bummed I couldn't get the footage from Dylan because I thought maybe Austin would maybe want to put that in the video. And I was like, dude, fuck it. Let's go back. I'm going to grind it again.
Yeah.
So I was stoked to go back.
Do you feel like you did it better or same, worse?
I don't know. It's tough.
Which clip did you like? I mean, from what you remember.
I think from I like the first one more. I remember I was really bugged out this night because I didn't have clean socks before I went out with them, and I didn't wear high socks. I wore ankle socks, and I remember being so bothered about my pants rubbing against my leg. Oh, dude, just like feeling off. If you're not wearing the right clothing.
I feel it.
Yeah, so I was definitely bugging on it, but after I got it done, I was stoked to do it again.
And you stood up on it.
Yeah.
Like at the very end,
yeah.
But you fully stood up. But there's like a little arm wave in the beginning where you could tell you were catching your balance. Yeah. But then you fucking fully stood up on that shit and dropped off.
It's weird to lock into
right
that
there,
rail
just like a little,
because it's not
just like
a
little
square bar. It's rounded off.
Yeah, it's flat with rounded edges.
Yeah, so you can't even cross pinch it or.
I've got a dope photo. That same rail, that same height rail, but where the three stair is. Mm-hmm. You know how where the three stair is, there's that little handicap ramp that goes down. My buddy Joe English 50'd that wall rail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he 50'd it up against the wall.
Damn.
And I got a dope ass photo of him straight on it.
That's sick.
It was pretty crazy.
Rad.
But that's the tallest thing I seen somebody hit there.
Yeah.
Boss status, bro.
I love that rail. I'd like to go back and do something else on it.
Like what? What would you do?
I remember for a while I was thinking I wanted to do a 50, I guess it would be a 50 front board or 50 lip slide, but grind halfway and then flop over.
Oh, okay. I see. Little combo trick on that.
Yeah. I think that would be fun to do.
Or like a feeble backsmith 180. Can you do those?
I can do those.
Yeah, go feeble backsmith.
I don't know how that and
then front 180.
Correctly. Yeah. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure you can hit it from the left side. I don't know. I'd have to check and see. I haven't been there in a long time. No, I definitely want to.
Then just do front smith, front feeble, front 180.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Can you do those?
I think I've done a few, maybe.
No.
Wow.
That's cool. You always were hella good.
Just little.
Are you
little
so?
shit.
How old are you now?
24.
24.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see. I can't do math. Epic. We were together in Epic. That was you were 13.
I was
between 12 and 13.
And then when it closed, I had just turned 17, or maybe 16.
No, 2013 is when it closed.
Yeah, I was 16 years old.
16 years old?
Yeah, 16.
Is that true?
17 years old.
Damn it, my math is awful.
Yeah.
So it was even younger than that.
Yeah.
So
and I had broken my wrist. Remember, a week prior.
From when it closed or what?
Yeah, a week prior to Epic closing, I broke my wrist on a front feeble on that 8 rail.
I wasn't around then.
Yeah.
Remember, I was gone by then.
Oh, you were, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I had been exited.
Yeah.
By then.
Oh man.
Yeah, Josh took over the team. Sadly.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for that.
You're right.
I apologize for that, by the way. Not because of Josh.
No.
But because of leaving.
Yeah.
I felt really bad about that. No, this is the first time that I think I've had, besides Brent.
Mm-hmm.
But he was kind of like a almost adult on the team.
He was.
So I treated him and talked to him a little bit differently. And
same with James.
Well, and I never really lost contact with him.
Yeah.
Either. I mean, he was always a little bit more adult. You know what I mean? And I had his number and shit. For you, I felt like basically anybody your age or younger, I lost contact.
Totally.
I still I follow Andrew Chesmore. But I haven't spoken to him in like several years. Like I messaged him a few years back and we chatted about something, but I had no real contact with him. You know, I see what he's doing, and
jiu-jitsu or something like that.
Fucking,
yeah, he's a badass.
He's a ninja.
Yeah,
he's like
I think I
literally a fucking
Instagram
ninja.
Months ago, but yeah.
But other than that, I haven't really kept up with too many of the kids, and it sits with me sometimes because I know that I was around for several years in some of your guys' pivotal years.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm looking back like, who are my influences when I was in middle school?
Yeah.
Like I still those still sit with me, though. I still remember that shaped me. And I'm like, fuck, those were those kids. I was like,
it's the same thing.
I was the one yelling at them when they were fucking like being molded and shit. Like, damn it. And then I was just like, peace out.
Yeah.
I'm out because of politics and shit. And, you know, I was like, I don't even know if you guys know all the, you know, most of you younger ones don't know all the details of everything that happened. And it's like, you know, maybe they think that I just was like, I don't care, I'm out.
No, I don't think I never saw it that way.
Like, I hope not. I hope it was never like, oh, like he's not trying to be here anymore. He's just like, whatever, I'm out. I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah. I think we were all just so young at the time anyway, just focusing on what we were doing.
Yeah. I hope that's it. I hope I'm not a bad taste.
I don't think about you that way. So.
Good. You don't think about me at all? Cool.
There's no bad taste in my mouth from you. Cool.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Because we did have some pretty awesome times at Epic.
Totally.
I mean, like all the traveling and shit we got to do.
God.
And you and Jordan were two that I had the most interaction with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the most.
Yeah, it was a total like buddy. It was a buddy system.
Well, and you guys were just there in my face
all day
every day
long.
Every day.
10 hours.
And it was like, get the fuck out of my face. But then when you guys weren't there, I was like,
where are they?
What's up, man? Where's Jordan and Lucas?
Yeah.
I got nobody to play skate with.
Yep.
I got nobody to fuck around with or yell at. There's nobody here. Like, and then you guys would show up. Like, there they are. Now get out of my face.
Yeah, man. I miss that place so much.
What's your what's like your off the top of your head, your like fondest, like what was your favorite time, like
fondest memory?
Yeah, like just out of curiosity. Doesn't involve me though, I know that.
Oh man, that's tough. There's so many of them. I think there's an old video on YouTube. It was just me, Jordan and Chris filming at Epic, and it was like the gnarliest session I think I'd ever had. I think I was probably 14 years old, and I remember everything just snowballing and working out that night. With me and Jordan, it was just feeding. And we had that up rail. Remember that bigger up rail?
Oh, yeah.
So that night, I remember I wore a green shirt, and I think I had a pair of Lakais on. And I remember Jordan was doing back heels at the time, and I was doing backside flips at the time. And I remember we went to the roof cap, and Jordan did a backside flip.
Back heel?
A back heel.
Yeah.
And then I did backside flip, and then we swapped. And then I did a back heel, and Jordan did backside flip. And I was like, what? This is strange. And I think at the end of that night, filming with Chris, I had always wanted to do Smith kickflip, and I did it on that up rail.
Sick.
And I'd never done one in my life. But that's one of the fondest memories, is just me and Jordan. That one, there was like no one there.
Sick.
And it was just Chris filming.
Those were the best.
And it was just absolutely
nobody
best.
in the park.
Feeding off your buddies
so
and
nice.
Every night was like that. But it's like
Epic had an energy. Yeah.
There was, I mean, if I go, Brent would be there. It'd be, okay, we're sessioning the rush bump for 2 hours.
Or the 8 rail.
And Chase Baker would be there. Boom. We're
doing grabs today.
We're doing grabs today. We're doing, whatever. James would be there. Okay, we're skating the 4 rail.
Yep.
Everyone just had their own little
screwing
thing.
the Wally bar to the fucking four rail.
Yeah. It was energy.
Yeah.
But you didn't really realize the energy while you're in it, really, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did.
Yeah?
No, I did.
From an outside perspective, I totally agree.
No, I definitely could. I definitely appreciated that place. I mean, I called it my church.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciated that place for what it was, and was very aware of how privileged I was to have the keys.
Totally.
And I'd like to show them. I showed them off to a lot of people. Like,
I would too.
Look what I got.
Yeah, look what I got.
Look what I got.
Big ass skate park.
No, I'm busy. I gotta go to church. I gotta go to church right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that I'll never get that time back, but the memories are gonna stick with me.
Hey, you don't need to
forever.
get that time back. You
Yeah.
had it. Some
No.
people never even got to skate there one time.
Sadly.
Like literally, I've had people on that were like, "Yeah, I heard about that place."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
dude.
we heard about that place
Yeah,
too.
you missed out.
Holy shit!
Totally.
I mean, all the footage that we have from there, all the memories that we have from there. You know, it's like, fuck, man, that place was epic.
It was epic. It was totally insane.
Definitely shaped my flat ground game. That's for sure.
Yeah. It changed everyone. I think that's like, because I grew up only skating Rockland Skate Park. And then when Epic opened, I still remember when everything changed was when I learned to feeble grind.
Yeah.
Everything changed after that. That was
You learned the pinch.
I learned the pinch on a feeble grind. And I remember everything changed. Like it was like a whole new world opened up to me for skateboarding.
Well, and you got the confidence of feeling the grind on a rail.
Yeah,
and you're like,
know what's happening
okay,
under your feet.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that scary or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't skate rails that much either, but when I was at Epic, I mean, I used to shred that up rail like crazy.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to me because I'm like, I fucking hate rails. But if other people were seshing, I'll do every trick up that rail, no problem. But by myself, I'm not even gonna look at it. Nah, I don't want to skate that thing.
Stay away from
Fuck that thing. I hate rails so much, dude. My shins bear the scars of me attempting to learn how to skate fucking rails and trying to skate rails and just getting fucking brutalized.
Once you get comfortable, though, it's like you don't want to do anything else.
But I've never been 30 plus years, never been comfortable.
It's tough. It is tough. But I think the best feeling in the world is going and doing a back 50-50 on a rail.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is
The times that I have skated a rail,
best feeling.
I'm like, this is fucking cool.
Yep.
Like I think one or maybe two times I did nose grinds up that up rail.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm pro.
Yeah.
I should be getting
That's how you
paid
feel.
for this.
That's how you feel.
Fucking pro,
Yeah.
dude.
Where's my check?
And then Tyler Elsey comes in, and I'm like, I'm gonna go sit behind the counter.
Dude, just murdering it.
I'm gonna go sit behind the counter and shut up.
That dude. He's so good.
Yeah. A lot of people like that. I saw a lot of people at Epic that were just like, why are you making a living? Like, how are you not getting paid for this right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tyler Elsey should be on Baker.
Should be on a few companies, but that's another story.
He's such
are you still in contact with him at all?
No, I haven't seen him in a long time. I think last
neither.
time I was maybe with him, I was at his house when we were drinking Coors Light or something like that. Or
I'm pretty sure I saw him at Mather like a handful of months back.
yeah,
still wearing that flannel and shredding.
killing it and doing the best frontside flips in the world.
Tray flips like up to my waist
He's so good.
while he's saying what's up.
Yeah, dude, he's sick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The whole family was sick.
totally.
Super sick.
Jordan's good too. He's a killer skater.
Hey, he's a rapper now. Did you know that?
Yep.
Yeah.
He is a rapper.
Yeah. I forget what's his
The fourth something.
Yeah.
The
fourth dimension.
dimension.
Yeah. Go check him out on Instagram. He's sick. So what else are we doing these days, bro?
I mean, sadly to say, I haven't been skating that much.
Really?
Yeah, so it was 2019, September 2019. So I was skating, and then I kind of drifted off from skating. I was still skating every day, but kind of just partying, just being
Did you have any sponsors or just skating?
No, I was just skating at the time.
Right.
And just partying, I guess, and just doing other shit. And
Well, yeah, that was 2 years ago. So you're 21, 22.
21, 22.
Of course you're partying.
But
of course you're partying.
around like the
Who's not
beginning
partying?
of 2019, I got like another wave of like feeling great while I was skating. You get that, everything snowballs. You're not scared of shit, and everything's just kind of working out. And I
Feeling
started feeling
strong,
like that again. And I'm like, wow, this is a trip. And I had got back from work, and Ben Wallace calls me and he goes, "Hey, you want to go Napa?" I'm like, "Dude, no, it's 5 o'clock. I gotta get up at 5 for work."
Yeah, no,
in the
I don't wanna
morning.
go.
I'm like,
No,
"Yeah, I don't
definitely
want
not
to
going
go."
to
And
Napa.
then I asked my roommate, I'm like, "Hey, you want to go to Napa?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm down." I'm like, "Let me call you back." And I call him back. I'm like, "All right, let's go to Napa. I have to be home by 11 though. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to work." So we go to Napa, the new Napa Park, and we're skating. I'm having a fucking blast. I'm having so much fun. And then they all sat down. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cruise around, and then we'll cut. Famous last words, dude. That little flat bank that they have by that rainbow rail. I go and do a kickflip and
Catch it.
back foot comes off, and my front foot grabs it and pulls my leg around. And I start doing the splits down it, and I try pulling my leg up, snap my leg. Just snapped it. And I remember like hearing it, and I'm like, oh, and there's just that warm feeling. And I look over, and there's some kid sitting on the bleachers, just face is ghost white. And I'm looking at him like, fuck, man, it's probably not good.
That's probably not good.
Yeah, so I picked my leg up, and it just kind of, I can
Dangles.
feel the bones going. And I'm just looking at it, I'm all, damn. And Ben, probably I think a year prior, had done the same thing to his leg at Mather. But his bone kind of shredded. Mine snapped up. And I remember turning around and looking at all of them. I'm like, dude, I broke my leg. My leg, like, it's broken. And they picked me up and brought me into the car. And there's no Kaiser around there. I have Kaiser. And so we drove all the way, I think, to Vallejo with my foot sideways in that front of the seat, and all the bumps and everything, and the bones just gyrating in my leg. And I don't really remember that much, but I'm pretty sure, I think they were hotboxing the car.
They're come
smoking.
on, guys.
I think they were, I don't know if they were hotboxing, but I remember them smoking in the car on the way to the
Fuck it. We got some minutes. Roll
hospital.
it up, bro. Roll it up.
Dude, so we get to Vallejo
Let
Hospital.
him hit it, bro. Let him hit it.
No, I think one of them, I think maybe Ben or Brant asked if I wanted to hit something. I'm like, dude, are you kidding
I'm going to hit
me?
you. I'm going to fucking hit you.
Yeah, I was putting my face in my shirt. I couldn't breathe. Just,
Hey,
and we,
bro,
yeah.
Your foot's pretty messed up, man.
And I probably would have done the same thing. I was just been like, fuck, bro. It's kind of gnarly. Probably smoking.
My leg's not broken.
Yeah, my leg's not broken. I feel great.
Bro.
And we get to that Vallejo Hospital. I remember it just being nuts.
The scene, rolling up to the emergency, doors open, smoke pours out, you come out here.
Oh, we
just like, hey, I need some help over here.
Yeah, no, reeked of weed. And I remember went in the wheelchair, and I looked down at my leg, and it's just all cocked. And then there's tweakers out front of there, and I got so pissed. I got like a wave of adrenaline again. My buddy rolls me in there, or wheels me in there, and this nurse goes, or what'd she say? She goes, how drunk are you, or how fucked up are you right now, or something along
Well, yeah, you could smell you from the fucking next room. Like,
but I didn't really,
shit,
I wasn't
Snoop Dogg.
thinking about that, and I got so mad. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, look at my leg, dude. It's sideways. I'm not drunk or fucked up. Like,
it's a fair question.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Stinking like dank.
Not only stinking like dank, but to assess what happened and what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked up are you?
Yeah. No, but I freaked out.
And
I remember,
you're, being in your state, you probably took it differently.
Oh, I totally did.
She probably came in and was like, oh, yeah, how are you guys? You okay? And
Yeah.
you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I was pissed. I remember. And then I remember she went away, and then some other lady helped us.
Yeah, sure. I'm not, they stink. I'm not going over there.
They wheeled me in there, man, and gave me morphine. And then after that, I was like, okay. I mean, I wasn't fucked up, but I couldn't feel my leg.
Yeah.
And then they had me sucking on these little lozenges because I couldn't have water. And my buddies are just waiting outside, smoking, chilling. And they said they needed to do surgery, but they couldn't. And I remember the doctor coming in, and my foot's hanging. And he just grabs it like this, and I can just hear the bones crunching. And he straightened it out like this. And then they wrapped it all up. And he's like, all right, you got to go. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's it? That's
all he
what's
did?
happening? Yeah. And so I rode home with a broken leg and had a broken leg for 3 days.
They cast it or
They didn't cast it. They put a splint on it. And then for 3 days was just in a splint, like horrific pain. Swelling, all of it, and then had surgery 3 days after. And I never had surgery in my life. I was kind of
crazy,
freaked out about it. It was weird.
Yeah.
And I still remember getting pushed into that room, and everything just being white.
Yeah.
And I just remember, I told the dude, they have like stickers, like little Band-Aids they put on the back of your ear for nausea. So I got one of those. But I just remember laying in there, and the doctor's like, all right, you can count back or whatever. And I was just like,
whatever.
And I can still like remember just my eyes going like this.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And then I woke up, and my dad said he wished he would have filmed it because I sat in that wheelchair, and I guess what I said was, I've never been this fucked up in my life. I feel great.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
was like, I've never felt this good. And my dad's like telling me, he's like, shut up.
Calm down,
yeah.
bro.
With the doctor right there, acting a fool. But,
Well, you're an adult, right?
yeah.
So
But
it's okay.
no, after that, dude, I just kind of not. It's not like
Okay, so you broke your leg, and you said that was early 2019.
that was maybe June.
June. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's only like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's not very long.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty gnarly break. Like, what did you actually break?
I broke.
Do you remember?
The smaller one, I think, is the fibia. I don't know.
Did you break both bones?
No,
or,
I broke.
Or just
I broke one, and then the other one fractured.
so you broke the small one, fractured the big one.
Yeah. But it broke up. So they put a metal rod in there with screws and stuff.
Oh shit.
And the doctor told me, I'm like, hey, maybe I'll take this out, and he said no. I'm like, oh.
So it's still there?
It's still there. But the problem is, literally last weekend, I'm at the river with my lady, and I had already been messing with there's a screw that's kind of, my bone's not taking the screw, that's pushing out against my skin, so it's right there on the surface. And I was at the river with my lady, and I slipped on a rock, and it smacked that screw. And excruciating pain, just excruciating. It felt like I had just broke it again. And I was like, yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment. I want it out, or my bone's not taking the bolts that are in there. So
damn, dude.
I don't really know what to do.
Fuck. Go to the doctor for sure. I mean, there's a screw pushing out of your skin.
Yeah.
You should definitely go to the doctor.
But after that, dude, I just don't have the.
I don't blame you.
Nothing's the same.
Yeah, no.
And
Nothing's
I can't
ever
do anything switch. Nothing
yeah,
switch.
no.
Can't switch ollie. None of that.
Damn,
it won't
dude.
bend.
Well,
as
it's only
far.
been a year and a half, so.
Yeah.
And your screw's pushing out.
And my screw's pushing out.
So I wouldn't even be skating it.
No.
Do you think it's like the vibration from skating that's pushing your screw out, maybe?
It could have been. I don't see why not. But I was dumb with that. They put a cast on after the.
You were skating with the cast.
Oh, dude, I was skating with it. I was walking on it.
Bro.
Just being dumb. I mean, you have a cast on for that long, it drives you nuts.
I can't talk. I've cut both my casts. I've had 2 casts in my life, and I've cut them both off.
Oh, yeah. I've cost my dad some money with both my wrists. Cut them off. And
yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Not too
That's
happy.
me, both my wrists.
Yep.
In 2 weeks, maybe, I had them on.
Yeah.
Soaked in water.
Yeah, well, if you got that elbow cast, too, and you're sleeping with it, your fingers go numb. And then,
Well, I didn't have an elbow cast. I only had short ones.
Oh, dude, I had the elbows.
Oh, rough.
Oh,
what happened there? When you at Epic?
Yeah,
when
well,
you
the
broke
Epic was a lot.
What happened at Epic? I don't think I don't know if I remember that.
I was skating with Jordan, and I think I wanted to do a front feeble down the 8 rail. I'd never done it before, and I missed the truck, and it went to a front board. I don't know if the video's on YouTube, but it hurt my wrist, and I was like, damn it. So I've broken this one twice and this one twice, same.
Oh, so it wasn't super gnarly. You just like hit it and
No,
was like, oh,
yeah.
that hurt.
And the bone is called the scaphoid bone. It's the smallest bone in your wrist.
Same one I broke, yeah.
It gets the least amount of blood.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides I broke that.
Yeah. So that's why they gave me, I think they gave me a regular cast at some point, and then they gave me an elbow cast because and they wrap your thumb up, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's a shit show.
Yeah. I just cut it off and said, fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
No, I don't want to.
Well, one of them I remember getting a pine needle in.
Oh, really?
Because I was like helping my uncle or something with some gardening.
Yeah.
And I was clearing out some like pine trees. And I remember there was a fucking pine needle stuck on the inside. And it was just, I could feel it literally poking, digging,
in.
and it's like literally like penetrating my fucking skin.
Bueno.
Like, the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
So I cut that shit off. And I found it was like stuck in my skin and shit. I was like, nah, I can't handle that.
Yeah. The injuries, man, take a toll on you.
Man, yeah, so the leg breaks are like, I've heard that sometimes it like never.
Well, my foot gets cold now in the winter. My toes start getting cold. Like when I go to work in the morning, I'm like, fuck.
Just your
I blast the heater
left
on
foot?
Yeah,
Just your left foot?
just the toes. Because of that.
That's not good.
That metal in there.
That's not good.
It's stiff, and I could have done a little more rehab on it. I did a lot, though. I did all the physical therapy exercises, but it just, like, even when I bend my feet down now, this one goes to here, and my right one goes that, and then
Damn, bro.
The mobility is wrong. And with a pop now too, I'll either pop and it works out, or I'll pop and I'll just get a shock wave up the side of my leg.
You should probably go get that checked out.
Yeah, I
That's
probably should.
Not how it's supposed to be.
But I'm definitely more into just transition now. I'll just skate transition. I don't care to.
Eesh. But still, I mean, skating at all with the way, and it could go to the doctor, dude.
It sucks.
Go to the doctor.
I know. I need to go. I need to see what's up.
Like you should go today.
I should probably go today. I should go. I've been saying it for probably a month now. That I should
Especially if
go.
a screw's like pushing out and causing you pain.
Well, it's on that the bone of your ankle, that bottom one. So it's already poking out right there.
There's a screw right there? Can you see it?
Yeah, it laps down that bone.
Oh, dude.
It kind of...
Dude.
Yeah, it's
so brutal. Does it set it off going through metal detectors?
I haven't tried that yet.
You haven't tried that yet?
No, I haven't been on an airplane.
Go through it. Yeah, get on an airplane.
I wonder if it would.
Like, what do you got stashed in your leg there, bro?
Yeah.
Because especially if you go through the scanner,
yeah,
they'll be able to see just like a big old rod.
Mm-hmm. It's a gun. Psycho.
Did I ask you what you're doing for work these days?
Mm-mm.
What are you doing for work these days?
So, 2018, I had started trade school and did welding. I wanted to get into welding, so did the trade school thing. And then prior to that, I was kind of welding a little bit with a buddy of mine who had a welder here and there. So, been welding now for 3.5 years or so. But literally just recently, a week ago, I made a switch. I got out of welding, and now I just entered a whole new world. I entered carpentry.
Carpentry? Oh, all right. Like Jesus.
My lady's dad offered me a job, and he's been a carpenter for his entire life.
Get a little closer to that mic for me so I can hear you. There you go.
Yeah, he offered me a job doing carpentry, and he's been doing it since he was a teenager. So I said, all right, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. I want to switch it up.
Fuck yeah.
I'm tired of getting burned and inhaling paint and, just, it's something different.
Well, and woodworking, I mean, that's like...
It's universal.
Yeah.
I mean, think of you're a craftsman.
Well, you could like build...
do anything.
I mean, welding's pretty cool too.
Welding's cool too.
But carpentry is like, it's like super complicated.
Yeah, well, you got a carpenter who can do something. You know that motherfucker knows what's up.
Yeah.
Welding's definitely kind of one off. There's not a lot of people that weld or know how to.
And it's a specific thing, like you only need a welder for metal things.
For metal things, yeah. But I'm stoked. We've been doing, so this past week was my first week, and we just been doing everything demo. Mm-hmm. But I'm super, and I have a buddy that was a carpenter for about 4 years. So I'm just like, I'll call him after the day or talk to him about it. So I'm just stoked to learn more, dude. I just want to be more well-rounded.
That's cool. I mean, I remember getting excited about when I did construction, about learning the new things and like stepping back and being like, whoa, shit. Like wait till you build your first house.
Exactly.
And you step back and you're like,
I just did that.
That's gonna be here for fucking 50 years.
Totally.
You know.
No, I think it's awesome.
I still drive by projects that I worked on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey son, you see that? I fucking
makes you feel good.
I did all the bathrooms in that building.
Little sense
and they're
of
like,
pride.
cool, Dad, shut up. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep telling you.
Yeah. A little sense of pride. It makes you feel good. I'm totally at the point in my life right now where I love learning. If I'm not like learning something, I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, mid-20s.
I just want to take everything in. I want to bust my ass.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sick.
But not skating as much bothers me. It does, but I don't really have time for it.
Yeah, really. That's about. 24. I was still at Epic working pretty hard, but shortly after that is when, my personal skating. I was still involved with like Board Warrior and all the skating.
Yeah.
But my personal sessions started to dwindle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still to this day fighting my demons to keep those personal sessions going.
Yeah.
I just got one the other day.
Felt good.
Yeah, that was sick.
It felt good.
It's always a grind. I just talked about on the last episode with the guy Kevin Marks about aging and skateboarding and how it's a struggle to keep that motivation
but mentally we're always
skateboarders.
Be a skate rat. You're gonna be a skater.
But to keep those muscles strong and that fire alive
totally
is a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
As you get older.
Yep.
In my age and then to his age, I think he's like 47 and I'm 37. So at that point, you're kind of like weighing, do I want to walk well tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I want to skate tonight?
Yeah. I'm just worried about getting hurt. If I get
in your case, dude, I can't really give you too much shit.
Yeah.
In your case, because you're dealing with a catastrophic injury.
Yeah.
So you should be careful and take it easy and make sure that you're fully healed before you fucking.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like I don't have any excuses. I'm just fucking tired.
Yeah. No, I live in Grass Valley now, and that Condon Park's right there, and I went there a couple weeks ago and cruised around. It's like riding a bike. You know, everything was still there, but there was just like
doubt.
I had no fire.
Oh, okay.
Or they had doubt too. I'm like, do I want to do that? Oh, okay, no.
The risk reward.
The risk and reward. Yeah,
you're like, do I want to try that because I could land it, or I couldn't eat shit.
Yeah, and they had a little flat bar out, and I'm like, dude, I haven't skated a little rail in a while. I'm like, okay, let's. Yeah. I'm cruising around the park just doing laps, and did some back 50s and front feebles. Front feebles still tough because it puts the pressure on there, but everything else felt fine. But I remember going into my truck after I was done and thinking, I don't have this. There's no spark.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I think part of it is my leg because I don't want to risk I don't want to hurt myself.
Exactly.
Because then I can't go to fucking work. I can't go.
Yeah.
It's shitty. It really bothers me, and I always thought I'd be like invincible to like a leg break. I remember thinking, even at Epic, like, I'll never break my leg. Or those people that would be at Epic and snap their leg, I'm like, that'll never be me.
Yeah.
No. I broke my leg.
Yeah, what's wrong with that pussy ass leg right there?
Yeah. I remember some older dude broke his leg in the bowl a long time ago. I remember him sitting in the wheelchair in the front, and it's just completely sideways. I'm like, that'll never be me. I'll never break my leg. Yeah. Stupid. And what sucks is I broke it doing the dumbest thing ever.
It always is. It's always the dumbest thing.
And the famous last words of, okay, let me just do a couple more laps and we'll go.
Dude, it's always almost all of my injuries are the dumbest fucking shit, dude. Like the dumbest.
It's hard to live with. That's annoying. Why couldn't I have been jumping down some stairs or
Just tell people that.
Yeah.
Just be like, I was trying to front feeble Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I stuck a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'll lie if I have a cast on. I remember having a cast and I was at a bar and some lady goes, oh, what happened to your wrist? And I made up some lie right away. I'm all...
You should see the other guy.
No. I told her, I was like, oh, my ex-wife threw a lamp at me last night and I got rushed to the hospital, broke my wrist. I told her this. Some older lady, some regular bar lady. And
she threw a lamp at you hard enough to break your wrist?
She ended up buying me a drink. She felt bad for me.
Sweet.
But it's just, you gotta make, or tell people it's a shark attack or some random shit.
Shark
just
attack?
Fuck with
no
people.
way. You're like, yeah, I'm a big wave surfer.
Yeah.
For Billabong.
Totally. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Every time someone's hurt,
you know why?
A cast on, they ask what happened. Make it interesting.
No, you know why you don't tell people you're a famous pro surfer is because we have Google. They're like, oh shit, what's your name?
Yeah, you're nothing's
You're like, Kelly Slater.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Google will catch you in lies now.
Oh, totally.
You can't be like,
no,
yeah, I did. Where's the footage?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I'm not famous anymore. I'm too old. Yeah, man. It's interesting.
Yeah, getting old sucks, but everybody does it, so it's okay.
Yeah,
you just deal with it.
I'm totally navigating something different in my life. I didn't think I always thought, okay, I'm just gonna skate. I'm never gonna stop skating.
Did you think you were gonna go pro? Like honestly,
and
that doesn't sound like a dig.
When I was hooked up with Jim Thiebaud. Yeah. That year, I was like, oh, well, this is gonna snowball.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, no, I'm getting free shit every week and blah, 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 yeah. And then lost contact with Jim, and I was like, okay.
Why'd you lose contact?
He just didn't show up with his son Jack anymore at Epic, and I remember hitting him up on Instagram, and I never had his phone number, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, that means you weren't on your way.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. But every time he'd show up, or
he'd give you some stuff.
Oh, dude, I'd get boards before they came out. I remember I got a Justin Brock board, and it hadn't even came out yet, and it was the Jason mask.
Yeah.
And it hadn't even come out yet, but he was just littering me all this shit, like trucks and wheels, and I was like, I don't know what to fucking do with all this, That's where I thought, but I was young. I was probably like 13, 14, but I was thinking, okay, probably something might happen.
Yeah, he's going to ask me to be on the team.
But I'm okay. I'm okay with not.
Did you have any legit sponsors after?
I did when Ground Zero had their shop still. I did a contest and won, and I've always had like little interactions like this, but nothing ever happened. I had an America rep come up to me there, took down my information, said, "Dude, I'd like to, get you flow and send you some stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, great." Wrote down my information. Nothing.
Never contacted you?
There was a Vulcan.
Hold on. Never hit you up at all?
Nothing.
What information did you give him?
I gave him like a email, address, phone number.
Okay.
You know,
It never
just
hit you up.
Never hit me up. There was a Volcom rep there too. Same thing. Nothing happened. I was kind of like, oh, it's kind of strange, but whatever. But I'm not bummed out. I like to skate because I like to skate. I don't need the free shit.
Well, it's not about the free shit. It's the ability to skate.
Yeah.
That's how I always like look at like the sponsors. It's not like I'm not trying to get sponsored to get free shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting sponsored so I don't have to worry.
So I don't have to. Yeah.
I can just skate,
Exactly.
and I've got a crew to skate with and for.
Yep.
I got something. There's a spark there. I got something to do.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what kind of is inspiring to me about James Gray. He's
the man.
Has the same mentality that he has now as he did years ago. He just fucking
He's a skateboarder through and through. Where
powerhouse.
Where somebody like you and I, we're skateboarders, yes, and we do like we identify as skateboarders.
Yeah.
But you're not living
it
as a skateboarder. Mm-hmm. You're doing skateboarding.
Yeah.
So because you're interested in this or that, whereas James, where he does other things.
Yeah.
But his main focus is
skating.
always skateboarding or
That's
art
good.
for skateboarding
Yeah.
or this for skateboarding or it's whatever he does seems to come around to skateboarding where you're like carpentry, welding. I want to try something to better my life over here. And he's like, I want to better my skateboarding life.
Yeah.
I like skateboarding.
He's
I just
an
want to skateboard,
inspiration,
you know?
dude.
And there are few guys like that.
Yep.
That just live and breathe skateboarding, and it like 100% comes through in his artwork and his skateboarding talent.
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So fun.
It's cool watching all those old guys or everyone that came to Epic who still skate, like Zach Shaner.
No, I love Zach.
I love Zach, dude.
Zach.
He's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And he just shreds all day. You always just see him post, and he's getting so good.
He's been.
Yeah, I know, but he's been amazing
Bro.
even since when he was younger. But he kills it.
Dude,
I always DM him back and forth
He's
on
the
Instagram.
cover of my movie, bro.
Dude,
and the back. He made the cover and the back.
Zach's a shit. He's a good-hearted dude, and he's always skated.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he's a family man now.
Yep.
Daddy Zach.
Yep.
Proud of you, Zach.
No, he's a shit. I always DM him every now and then or talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely one that has risen up and is making a very good life for him and his family.
I agree.
You're like,
Yeah.
his kids are going to be solid people.
Oh, definitely. I think he posted something yesterday or today of one of those bigger tech deck boards of his son messing around with it. I'm like, that's so legit.
Yeah.
That's
super
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
I think that's great.
In fact, I was just talking to him the other day about having him on.
Oh, you have to get him on here.
Again, he's been on twice. Just having him on to just shoot the shit because
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
So, he's been on twice already. I
don't think I've watched this.
He was like, I think it was like him, and then it was James was the first episode, and then I think Zach came in second, and then I brought him back on for something else, and then
dude.
I just like being around him. He's fun.
He's an awesome dude. I want to skate with him. The last time I saw him, oh my God, it was a long time ago, was at the Grass Valley Park years ago. They had a little, I don't know what contest they did there.
He murders that part.
Dude, he fucking
murders it. So
There's that huge...
The bull pockets in the back,
bull pockets in the back, but there's those two banks, that huge flat. The fucking fattest ollies you've ever seen.
Dude, he does them. Have you seen the ones he does at Yuba?
Yeah.
If you've been to the Yuba Park, that little weird pyramid round thing. Dude, he ollies that fucking
Dude, he's
thing.
good,
that is
man.
So big.
I remember I learned late shoves because of him.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Dude, he's a good dude, man. Hey, shout out, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Really.
I'm sure he'll hear this too.
Oh, I hope he does.
And he's probably turned it off by now. He's like, okay, guys, shut up.
Yeah, he's
Stop talking about me.
Great skater.
All right, man. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's getting warm in the studio.
It is getting a little hot.
Dude, great part.
Thank
Fucking
you.
awesome. It is on YouTube. We were watching the DVD, but you can definitely find it on YouTube. We'll put the link in the description below, or you can just Google the Purple Gold video. You can follow him on Instagram, Lukas_Olson.
Nope, it's Good Karma.
Oh, you changed
3
it.
O's.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's right.
changed it.
Okay, what is it? Say it.
G, 3 O's, D, and then .karma.
All right, we'll put the link in the description as well. Follow him or don't, whatever. I'm sure he doesn't care.
I don't. Social media.
Make sure to follow us, like, subscribe, rate, all that fun jazz on all the platforms. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
All right, brother.
Appreciate
Thank you for coming in.
Of course. I'll come in again.
Always a pleasure, dude. All right, and we're out.